I think the key challenges that I face as a supply chain manager will be issues to do with visibility and control of costs, inventory levels, and lead times for a lot of our goods and commodities. The other aspect will be inaccurate and insufficient data to be able to make decisions.
The challenge that we're experiencing currently is the fact that we've gone through a pandemic. We've also gone through logistical challenges, and one of the big issues that is affecting us is visibility of our material, all the way from the supplier to the customer.
I think one of the main challenges we've had is in terms of data collection. So as we go on a daily basis, some of the data that we actually need comes in a bit late. We have to, for example, collect the data at the end of the week, at the end of the month. So one of the challenges in terms of operations is that some of the decisions that should be made in terms of real-time events are delayed, and therefore the outcomes at times that you get are not necessarily the outcomes that you wanted or you had planned for.
There are two things that we are looking at. One of this is mitigating, and if we are seeing delays, this is being affected by the upward in the customs and also changes in legislation. Number two, we are talking about poor visibility of our stock, which leads to stock out, affecting overall experience of our customer.
Zetova gave us an environment where we were able to exchange the experiences, our knowledge, and there was exposure when we had our coaches. They gave us an alternative way of thinking. So this was really important for us to meet as a group and see what solutions are out there, see what challenges people are facing out there and how they are able to overcome them, and then synchronize that with what Zetova was giving us a solution.
The fact that it brought leaders in the industry was very attractive, because I was able to share my experience and also to see what is happening in the industry. The program also had coaches who were challenging us on what we can do to make the supply chain better. And also it brought a lot of benchmarking and clear understanding on how we can use data science, how we can use data analytics, how we can use insights in supply chain to make more accurate decisions. So success to me in my supply chain is ensuring that I have systems that give me data insights to be able to make decisions. This will help me, for example, manage my inventory and also manage the working capital. But at the end of the process is to ensure that customers actually get what they need and at the right time.
Success looks at being able to manage the data and then be able to synthesize the data out of which you'll be able to make informed decision on the way forward. Basically, that is what supply chains revolves around. And more so when you look at the public sector, most of the National Cereals and Produce Board, we have a philosophy of customer now philosophy, whereby you need to harness and be able to give real-time data that is efficiently effective to manage the customer expectations and on the element of service delivery.
There's a lot of disruptions in the supply chain world right now. Zetova has been able to demonstrate that they have models, for example, that we're able to input different scenarios of data sets from from the systems that most of us are already using. And therefore, with these data sets, then Zetova is able to tell us these might be what is going to happen. These are the possible outcomes. Obviously, having an individual trying to figure it all out is a bit hard, but when you have solutions like whatever Zetova is offering, then it becomes a bit easier and you're able to create scenarios that give you the different outcomes and you choose what is best for you as an organization.
More so when you realize that more often than not, the public sector, people have a mentality of not being focused to real-time delivery to services to the customer. And now these are some of the gist that we've actually got out of the Zetova, that through the data management, we are able to transform the culture, the way things happen around processes within the government sphere, so that we are able to deliver services to the common mwananchi, because service is the main aspect that is required in the public sector.
When we were in the program, we realized our big need in Safaricom was visibility in supply chain. And having interacted with Zetova and looked at the solutions that you've done, it was very interesting to see that the solutions you've actually done is able to fit into our problem and give us a solution. So when we look at visibility in supply chain, when we thought about creating a logistics tower, your solution actually fits into that. So as Safaricom, and because we go through rigorous process into identifying, we have done our requirements and we see your solution will actually fit even as we look at any other solutions in the market.
Some of the predictive analytics that they're able to share with us, for example, means that I have an advantage of anticipation into what the future may look like, and therefore make the right decisions now instead of in the next 10 days or in the next 3 months, which gives us an advantage. That competitive advantage might be in terms of, for example, a cost saving. It might be in terms of, for example, being able to differentiate your product differently into the market. So those are some of the benefits that we are looking into.
Somewhere there on sign, it would start singing, only tablet, things like those.
And that is what the Zetova program was about. Nimekosea.